Okay, last class we have gone towards stock market investments, investment avenues, and we had discussed about the time value of money and uh, real rate of return, inflation adjusted rate of return, etc., etc. Okay, so today we can learn about the stock market products. So everybody is interested in investment, right? So investment, we have different options. The options are differ according to the people's interest. So many type of people we have. I mean, some people are called now the market. Stock market investors are increasing. Recently, I have heard one talk of one stock market expert, and he said now the era is called as a Robin Hood era. Uh, Means more youngsters are coming to the investment fields. You know, so I would say that only 7 to 8% of the population uh, in India are engaged in the stock market investment. Remaining people, they are not interested to be invested in the stock market. So that's a real scenario right now. But in fact, in the developed countries, in the US, UK, Germany, Japan, and Chinese market, many youngsters are interested in the stock market as compared to the previous scenario. So the trend is changing, and there is a coupling effect. In between, if you have any queries or doubt, let you know that. Please ask. I don't know you have any doubts. Okay. Oh, I'm audible right now, right? My voice is audible to you, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what I'm trying to tell you that now there are more retail investors coming to the stock market, and there are experts. They are saying now 8 to 9% people invested in the stock market. If more people engaged or more people will come up in the stock market, then the indexes, the current index, like major indexes we have, Nifty and Sensex will be doubled. Now the 7 to 8% population invest in the stock market, and if the 7 to 8% increase to the 15 percentage, then the index will be doubled, so that the prevailing investors can be benefited. But we cannot predict the character of these youngsters. Now, I already pointed out that now the era is called as a Robin Hood era. What is Robin Hood era? Anybody can come and you can unmute your mic and speak. Saudi Kumar sir, you can be welcome to speak. Are you there?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, I am there very
You
much.
can
There.
come and
Thank you.
yeah.
You were asking about the Robin Hood era, right?
Yes.
Sir, basically, Robin Hood, as the name suggests, is basically you're trying to uh, uh, take from the system and the organization and try and distribute the dividends to the poor.
Yeah.
That is what I
I'm
understand by
I'm
Robin Hood.
I'm trying to say about these youngsters. More youngsters are coming into the stock market investment, as compared to the previous years. Now we are
Yeah,
witnessing that the youngsters, I mean, a person aging, from 24 to 35 years.
yes,
That
because I
that
think
segment is more
the,
right now.
yeah, that is because the wisdom is dawning on all the youngsters that this is where the real wealth creation is. They're actually understanding the difference I mean, what you meant by the real inflation and the actual corrected inflation, and what does the value of a rupee today has got to do with, I mean, what does it mean 10 years from now? And then also the aspect about what the traditional fixed deposits are dwindling with each passing year, the rate of interest, that is.
Yeah.
So they understand that with their knowledge, they can utilize this knowledge and apply their knowledge to get higher returns, and so that is how, and they're ready to take the risk, more importantly, whereas our previous generations were risk averse. So
Yeah.
this present generation is prone, I mean, adept at taking risks,
Yeah.
and they're willing to do that.
They have ability to take risk. They are risk takers. And
Yes, but there is a very thin line. I mean, one needs to keep that balance. I mean, to put all your eggs. I'm sure all these things will be covered subsequently in our course also. But yes, one needs to be very cautious not to be totally gung ho about the investment part and then lose all the savings or lose all the investments in one go by some miscalculated approach or something.
yeah. But the problem is, these youngsters are not experienced in investment. So what will be the impact? They haven't faced any crisis in the investment. They haven't faced the market crashes yet. So we had a market crash in 2020 March. So that time the market, the Nifty index was 7,000. So now after that the people are coming up to the market. Now the Nifty position is more than 15,000. So these people are not experienced the market crashes, and they don't know how to be reacted with the market. So there are people,
But but I'm
2020,
sure,
yeah, yes,
but I'm sure, sir, the way the students learn about history, I mean, I'm sure the students are capable of learning this part of the history as well. When they will understand the stock market crisis of 2008, 2014, 2020. I mean, these are all important lessons to be learned from the history. And I'm sure they
2008,
will all very
2008,
intelligent and very capable to do all these things. 2004 too.
yes. There are Black Mondays, Black Fridays, which was happened and the market crashes. Market is volatile, so anything will happen. But in long term, we should take care of best stock to be invested. Then we will get more return, and then there is a patience, that is the skill which is required. Patience and knowledge, that will be important things in the market. So, in last 2020, the market were crashed because of the COVID pandemic, and that time the vaccine was not identified. So the people thought that the world is going to end, and no vaccination for this COVID pandemic. And after that, the people, some people, they were not in proper expectation with the market, and they tried to sold out the entire stocks. So there are people, they have more, mutual funds. So mutual funds invested, 70 to 75 to 80 lakhs. So these people were sold out the entire holdings that time with loss. If they could have hold without selling, and they could have hold the holdings or mutual fund stocks, now it will be more than 1.5 crores. But unfortunately they were panic, and they were sold out because they have got some kind of bad advice from the family members or some other relatives, etc. So they were sold out. So after that, after March, after the March, April, then the May, the market were shoot up. So now the shoot up tendency is still going on. So the market is, there is unpredictableness in the market. So so some kind of intelligence. The market, there is a principle: one person will gain and the other person will lose. So the always, the gainer would be a more knowledgeable person. So the loser, user may be biased, maybe some kind of bias. There are different biases playing in the market. Some overconfidence, some kind of herding. Herding means follow up of other persons. If a person purchases stock and other persons also purchase the same stock, so that kind of biases we should avoid. Okay, so what I'm trying is this is something like I'm saying to create create energy or some kind of interest towards the market. So we can some of the students I know that they are very basic in stock market. So they wanted to understand the very basics of stock market products. So I'm explaining some basics products available from the stock markets. Stock market. So how many market do you know? So there are various market: retail market, wholesale market, uh, online market, offline market, retailing, e-tailing. So you are familiar with many markets: Amazon, Flipkart, but the stocks is not available in Amazon and Flipkarts. Can you purchase stocks from Amazon and Flipkart? Yes or no? So will you able to purchase stocks from Amazon? Stocks means shares and bonds.
No, sir.
No. So the stocks and bonds are, you can purchase the stocks and bonds from the stock market. From the stock market. So the stock market is a market which provides the buying and selling option to the investors. So there are some intermediaries working in between the buyer and seller. Who are the intermediaries? So there is a person from Kerala and there is a person from Punjab. So both parties wanted to trade. So the person in Kerala holding a stock of Kitex. Now the Kitex is more familiar with you people, right? So what is happening over the Kitex price? I'll show you the Kitex current price. The price is going up like a shooting star. So you can search every company's prices in Rediff. You can also take Money Control, Yahoo Money, etc. Just type Kitex, it will come up. So Kitex garments. So I have taken Rediff Money and just typed the Kitex garments and got the price. Today's, the price went up to 10%. So you can see the graph of Kitex.
It's a 204.
Yeah, now it's 204. The 52 weeks lowest price is 92. This is a day price and week price. So, the 7th July, the price was below 120. Then 8th July, 9th July, the price went up and 140. Then 12th July, it's 140. Then 13th. Then now it's a price 204. So what does it mean? In Kerala, the Kitex have a negative marks, and the Kitex was in trouble. Kitex is in trouble, and they have some crisis. But in the stock market, the Kitex is performing. What kind of a scenario this? Can you make a comment on this? How the stock market, the Kitex stocks are performing? But in Kerala situation, there is a clash between the Kitex and the government administrators, and they are in trouble. They sometimes may close the operation in Kerala, and they will migrate to some other states. Some other states also they are invited Kitex, and there was discussions conducted between the Kitex and some other states.
They've already been invited by Telangana government, and they promised 1,000 crore investment in Telangana. So that is the reason I think
every day 10 to 15% the stock prices went up. Every day.
No, 10% is upper circuit, so it can't go beyond 10%. So I think, sir, 10% is what last 2 days it's been doing it, and then the moment it reaches 10%, you can't trade anymore in that.
Yeah. So the 52-week lowest price is 92 rupees. Last 1 year lowest price 92. From this 92, the Kitex reached 204.05 rupees. So more than 50% stake owned by Sabu Joseph, the owner of Kitex. And what would be his returns with this week? Crores and crores rupees profit was earned by the person. So that is stock market. So some other news, that means the Kitex is going out of Kerala, that some people are interested to watch. Kitex will be, starting factory in some other states. And some people are interested to watch Kitex is keeping from the politics. They have a party, Sabu Joseph, these Kitex Industries is collaborating with 2020. There is a political affiliation. So the thing is, there is a different interpretations in the corporate and different interpretations in the actual politics. So that's an example of Kitex. Kitex stocks are increasing. So if I think I don't know, tomorrow also it will be repeating. I don't know tomorrow the stock whether the Kitex price is going to increase or decrease. But so far the Kitex price, every day 10% to 15% increase. So what I'm trying to explain, there are many stock markets products. So we have many options to purchase stock market product. The first one, equity shares, and the second one, preference shares, and the third one, debentures, then bonds, ETF, exchange traded funds, and mutual funds. These are the major stock market products. There are some other products also that we will explain the later part of the course. So now these are the basic fundamental products available from the stock market. So first product is equity shares. Equity shares, that means people always say, because some other economics students they might be experienced with these terms, stocks, shares, etc. So equity shares, what is mean by an equity share? Somebody can comment. So I would like to hear from economic students. What is mean by equity shares? Or some other students also can speak. Nobody is responding. It's doesn't matter whether it is right or wrong. You simply say that. What did you understand equity share? So just before I have showed you about an equity share, that is Kitex. Kitex is an equity share. So what is Kitex? The Kitex Garments. This is an equity share. So Kitex Garments live on BSE and view NSE. If we search, this is NSE position and this is BSE position. Okay, so both exchanges, the stock were listed. Kitex were listed in both stock exchange, Bombay Stock Exchange and National Stock Exchange. Then what is Kitex? You know, Kitex is a company. Which type of company? So why is Kitex listed in these stock exchanges? Why do Kitex listed in the stock exchanges? So Kitex is an equity share. Kitex Garments Limited is an equity share, and these equity share were listed in two stock exchanges, Bombay Stock Exchange and National Stock Exchange. May I know the purpose behind these Kitex Garments Limited listed in the stock exchanges, Bombay Stock Exchange and National Stock Exchange? Today there is a news that Zomato going to be sell the shares, and their initial public offer will be open from tomorrow, I think 16 to 18, 16, 17, 18, the IPO will be open to the public to subscribe. So these are, have you informed about that, Zomato?
Yes, sir, I'm aware, sir.
Okay. Yes.
But
So what about management?
however, I'm not taking part in it.
Yeah. What about management students? What is equity shares? I would like to hear from you. Yes, what's going on? Please comment.
Sir,
Yes.
it is a source of finance for the company.
Hmm.
It acts as a source of finance, and then investors can share the profit
Exactly. So if
and also claim the assets.
also
Claim the asset
claim the assets, okay,
of the company.
of the company. But there are companies, they are not interested to be listed in stock exchanges. You may experience that. I can say some of the examples. Amazon. Can you see Amazon is listed in the stock exchange? No. Amazon is not listed. What about Flipkart? Flipkart is not listed. What about Baidu's apps? These are the very well-built companies, but these companies not listed in the stock exchange. This is a company's decision to share the profit. If a company interested to be listed in the stock exchange, that means the stock exchange, anybody can purchase the shares of that company, and a person who purchased the shares of the company can get the ownership of that company. One share, one vote. If I purchase one share of Keytex, I will get one vote. And if I purchase 50% of Keytex, 50% of the shares of Keytex, I am treated as a major shareholder. Now Sabu Joseph, the Keytex MD, owning more than 55% of the Keytex holdings. Okay. So he's a major shareholder. He's a high decision maker of Keytex. And if a person purchases shares, that means he is right to take part the decision making meetings of the company, and he has the right to participate the meetings of the company, and he has the right to share the profit of the company, and he has the liability to take part when the company is in trouble. The liabilities also be shared, but the liability is limited up to the amount of capital owned by him. So that is equity share. It's a very wonderful idea. If a company wanted money from the general public, they can list their shares in the stock market, and once it is listed in the stock market, it is open to the public and anybody can purchase the shares. So the company will get capital for the smooth conduct of the business. If Flipkart and Amazon, they don't want capital from the public, so that they are not interested to list. Byju's, even Byju's apps, they don't want to be listed in the stock market because they have enough fund from the crowdfunders, other banks, companies, etc. from the foreign countries. So they don't want finance from the public, from the retail and institutional investors in India. So it depends. It depends on the discretion of the company whether to go for the stock market or they are like a private company. So Flipkart is a private limited company. Still, it is a private limited company. Amazon is a private limited company. So now you get the more insights on the equity shares. So any questions on this? So anybody can purchase equity shares. So the first thing you need to understand is the company, whether the company is thinking to be listed in the stock market. First, they have to enter the primary market segment. That is called initial public offer. Now, today the news was spread, Zomato going to be listed in the stock market. That means the initial stage is the primary market. The primary market means initial public offer. So that part we will discuss in the coming classes. Initial public offer, they will be before the listing process. They have to go for the initial public offer. So many people apply for the shares of Zomato. So tomorrow onwards you can see that. And after that, the company determine the price. The company, the company initial public offer, the company will set a price band. Now I think the price band is 75 to 80 rupees. So anybody can quote the price, what price they can purchase the shares of Zomato. So 75 can be quoted, 76 can be quoted, 77 can be quoted, or up to 80 rupees can be quoted. Then based on the applications received, the company determine the price. If the majority people have quoted 80 rupees, that means the person who quotes 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, they will be rejected. because 80 rupees maximum people shares 80 rupees quote price in which they can be able to sell out the maximum number of shares offered. So they don't want to give because they are getting 80 rupees. Then why do they bother about those lower prices? So that is initial public offer. Once the initial public offer stage comes to an end, so for this Zomato case, so 80 rupees were fixed by the company, and the person who offered 80 rupees will get the shares of Zomato. So once this process is over, the entire shares are listed in the stock market. One day means it will take, I think, 2 months time. Then one day morning, Zomato will be listed in the stock market, NSE and BSE, and the bell rings. The trading will take place. Then the person who purchased 80 rupees, they can be able to sell more than, because the Zomato position will be better that time. 80 rupees will be more. Will be 90 or 100 rupees sometimes when the market opens. So they can sell it in the market and they will get high price and profit. They will be happy. So that's the stage. We will discuss the stage by stage. So now I am discussing what is equity share. Equity share is the simply we can say that share is the share in the share capital of the company. Share is the share in the share capital of the company. So share capital means the fund in which they are working on. So for smooth conduct of the business, we want funds. The funds, funds may be collected from shares. Some companies are not interested to distribute the ownership so that they can borrow money from the banks. So the ownership will not be shared. If we borrow funds from the banks, the ownership will not be shared. If 5% starting the business, they can share the profit of the business because they have taken the loans from the bank. But the promoters thinking like they don't want to take the banks, because if we take the bank loan, they have to service the loan. Every month they have to pay interest and they have to pay the principal amount they have taken as loan. So they don't want to take a risk. The promoters think like equity shares, it is very, very easy. Many people will come up because the market is now, it is good. The world market is good. US market is performing well. Chinese market is performing well. Indian market is performing well. Everywhere the market is performing well. The average price earning ratio of Indian market is now 22 rupees. It's more than the average. 15% is the historical average of price earning ratio. That means the people earning from the market. Now the price earning ratio is 22%. It's all time high. So similarly, all the market is performing well. So if a company now coming up for a public issue, it will be invited a great welcome by the investors. So that is a trend in the stock market right now. But you can feel that the COVID pandemic affected the entire economy. The GDP position is weak and some other macroeconomic positions are very weak. Employment rate, GDP rate, and other positions, other macroeconomic indicators are very weak, but the stock market is performing tremendously. So people may be doubtful, the other people means the economics people, they may be doubtful because the macroeconomic, there was a relationship between the macroeconomic variables and the stock market. So there was a relationship, what was the relationship? If the macroeconomic variables are good, if the employability rate, if the GDP position better, then the stock market will be performed better. Now what is happening? These macroeconomic factors are weak. The GDP is weak, employability rate is weak, but the market is performing. So what's going on? So you can think about the reasons behind the market is going on. So there is a effect, I already said that there is a Robin Hood effect. More youngsters or retail investors coming into the market, that is good. Everybody, everywhere the market is performing, so that even though the macroeconomic factors are weak, the market is performing. Okay. So what I'm trying to tell you about the equity share is the share in the share capital of Keytex. If Keytex equity shares means if you purchase the Keytex shares, you are being part of the owner of Keytex Garments. And you have the right to vote in the meeting of Keytex. Getting it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I can explain the slide. Equity share are the main source of finance of a firm. It is issued to the general public. So this thing we have experienced. Equity shares are the main source of finance of a firm. It is issued to the general public. Equity shareholders do not enjoy any preferential rights with regard to the repayment of capital and dividend. So remember, the equity shareholders do not enjoy any of the preferential right. If you purchase shares of Keytex, you want to take back the money, you have to sell it in the market. Keytex will not repay back the money. Keytex will not repay back the money, but if you want the money invested in Keytex, you want to recoup the money, the only thing is you can do is you have to sell the stock of Keytex in the open market, in the stock exchange. If you keep this Keytex, you can keep Keytex. Somebody, some people, they are interested, they are interested to marry a stock. It's called as marrying stock. Some people, they are holding Reliance Industries. They are holding Infosys. They are holding TCS, just like their kids. The Infosys price is more than 3,000. So they are holding Infosys 5 or 6 shares. They are holding it. There is no risk at all because the Infosys prices are, it's growing every day. It's growing. In the long term, it is growing. The same case in case of TCS, Tata Consultancy Services, and same case, Tata Steel. Fundamentally well-built companies. There is no risk of holding these shares. Okay, you might have experienced there is a company called Tata Investment Corporation. So they are holding the shares. There is an investment company, Tata Investment. So they are holding the Tata company shares. So that this company, Tata Investment, is also the price is growing up. There is a quality over the Tata group of companies. Every Tata Steel, Tata Motors, Tata Consultancy Services. Okay. So, but there is a fact, if you deposit money in the bank will repay back it. If you purchase a bond or debenture, the company will repay back. But if you purchase equity shares, the company will not repay back. If you want to recoup the money, you can sell it in the market. That is the only solution. So that equity shareholders do not enjoy any preferential right with regard to repayment of capital and dividend. And there are, some people, they are not well known about the market. They feel that the company will pay dividend every year. There is no compulsion on the company to pay dividend every year. It is not compulsory to pay dividend. It is a discretion of the company. But there are companies, for example, Keytex, I think they will give the dividend every year. Some companies, they will pay dividend every year. Dividend means the part of profit of the company is distributed to the equity shareholders. But the company will determine the proportion of dividend to the equity shareholders. But there is no compulsion. If the company decided not to declare dividend, dividend is a part of profit of the company. But some companies, they are in loss. How they declare dividend? So there is no compulsion to pay dividend. The company's discretion whether to reinvest the profit or to distribute the profit to the shareholders. So that equity shareholders do not enjoy any preferential right with regard to repayment of capital and dividend. So now you may think about this, a very risky venture, how we can make profit out of this investment. Your profit is capital appreciation, of course. Every day the stock, Keytex from 92 rupees, it is right now 204 rupees, 204 rupees. So it's almost, not almost, it's doubled within a short span of time. So that is a profit to the people. I know many people, they are keeping 2 weeks a company share, and after that they will sell it. So they enter in a very, very good stage. There is an entry and exit stage of shares. So entry point is very good, that lower price, and after 2 weeks they will sell the shares. Okay, so they are entitled to residual income of the company. These equity shareholders are entitled to the residual income of the company. Whatever the company's profit after paying off taxes, after paying off interest, after paying off the entire cost or expense of the company, whatever income remaining, that will be available to the equity shareholders. But the equity shareholders, they have the right to control the affairs of the business. And these shareholders are collectively known as the owners of the company. So we are taking the ownership part of the company. But remember, if you purchase 10 shares, you are a very, very minority shareholder. So there are people, Sabu Joseph owning more than 55% of the Keytex. So that we are saying that he is a majority shareholder. Okay. So that is about equity shares. And the characteristics of equity shares, they are permanent in nature. Equity shares are permanent in nature. Then equity shareholders are the actual owners of the company, and they bear the highest risk. What is the risk in equity shares? Your principal amount is not safe. If, for example, if I invest Keytex tomorrow, I will make an order to the broker that 205, because today it was closed 204. So I can make an order 205, and the market open, and I got the order. I will get the order. So 205 rupees I purchased around 50 stocks. 50 stocks I purchased. Then the evening I wondered, I surprised to see that the stock prices go down to 150 rupees. So I invested 200 rupees of 50 shares. That means 10,000 rupees I have invested. But evening I find that the stock prices was reduced to 150 rupees. So 50 rupees per stock I will be suffered as a loss. 50 rupees per stock. So that is a risk associated with the equity shares. So be careful while purchasing the stock. But if I am a long-term investor, I have to wait till the prices go up. Then I can make a profit in the market. So be patient always. So dividend payable to equity shareholders is an appropriation of profit. So profit will be the aim of every company. So after from the profit we have to pay some taxes, and after remaining part of the profit shall be distributed to the shareholders as dividend. And the dividend is an appropriation of profit. Appropriation of profit. So equity shareholders do not get fixed rate of dividend. Already explained. Equity shareholders have the right to control the affairs of the company. The liability of equity shareholders is limited to the extent of their investment. This is all explained. So next is face value. So what is face value? So this is the face value. Economics people, can you able to say that what is face value? Management. So I have already explained about Zomato's price. Zomato 75 to 80 rupees. But the Zomato face value is 1. What does it mean? What does it mean? So face value is 1, the 75 is the offer price. So the rest price means the balance price. 75 minus 1, the 74 is the premium. And this premium means the extra money the company is expecting from the investors. Really, the price of the Zomato is rupee 1. But based on the brand value, based on the power of based on the fundamental aspect of the company, the Zomato company authorities, administrators, and the board of directors feels that the company can be offered, the share can be offered at 74 rupees. So that they are fixed 74 rupees, but the actual price is 1. So this actual price, the par value of the share, the face value of the share is 1. But the price is quoted, it's 75 rupees. So the face value of the share is the amount of money represented by one share in the total paid off equity capital of the company. Example, paid off equity is 1 lakh, not 10 lakh, and number of shares issued is 1 lakh. And the face value will be 10 lakh divided by 1 lakh, that is rupees 10. So Zomato's case also, Zomato, what would be the capital expected from the company? Zomato case, you means total capital divided by the total number of shares, and they will get rupee 1 because their face value is 1. I will show you the face value of some of the shares. Here you can find the face value of Kitex as the face value, it is shown here, face value 1. Face value 1. But there are some stocks you can find that face value will be 10. This also may be 1. There are companies you can see that face value will be 10. For that. Yes. MRF. Yes. So this is a higher value, high price company. MRF. Its native place is Kerala. Manorama group of companies. MRF. The one price, it's costing 82,806. Today it is 0.37 down and 309.75 reduced, and the face value is 10. So the company can split these shares. If the company think about split these shares, means they can, because now the price, 82,000, one share you have to spend 82,806 rupees for purchasing one share of MRF Limited. So it is very it is not approachable to the ordinary middle class people. So the company can think about splitting up of stock. If the company split up the stock 82,806, because the face value is 10, and it will be divided by 10, then it will get 8,284 shares. 80. Then if a person holding 1 share of MRF will get 10 shares. So that's the logic. If a person holding 1 share of MRF will get 10 share of MRF, because the company split the shares 82,806 divided by 10. Now afterwards the face value will be 1. And the price quoted in the market will be 8,280. 8,280. So this is the logic of face value. But the Zomato, they intellectually, they decided the face value as 1. They are thinking like they don't want to split the shares in the future. Okay. But they can reduce the share if they declare bonus. That will be, all technical terms will be discussed in the later classes. Bonus, again, there is a chance to reduce the market price of shares. Okay. So what I am trying is face value. Face value is more of the notional figure, as the true value of the share is reflected from the price of the share in the market. But face value, it's a notional figure. Zomato's rupee 1 will be understood by the people who know the technicalities of the stock market. Other people are least bothered about the face value. They all bothered about the market price of the shares. They wanted to purchase it. So shares are seldomly issued at a face value, as people buy shares of reputed companies or new companies of reputed promoters. We find that most IPOs are offered at a premium to the face value of the share. That's already discussed about Zomato's case. We find that most IPOs are offered at a premium to the face value of the share. The price above the face value of the share represents the premium attached to the share. That is the case of face value. And there are other prices, other technicalities. Market value, book value, and face value. Market value, we have seen that the price quoted in the market, the price quoted in the stock exchange. This is the market value. This is the market value. 82,806 is the market value. The face value, you have seen that the face value is 10. Then what does the book value? Book value is the net worth of the company per share. How it can be calculated? The amount that the shareholder will get for each share after selling out all the assets and paying liabilities. If the company wanted to wind up, if the company wanted to close down, that time the company will sell in the entire assets and pay off all the liabilities. And the remaining figure, the excess of assets over liabilities divided by the number of shares outstanding, the amount will be called as book value. The amount will be called as book value. If the company's assets and the entire assets minus the entire liabilities, a figure will be derived, and the figure divided by, the number of shares outstanding, a figure is derived, is called as book value. So you don't bother about the book value. We can be more interested in the market value. So we cannot need to be more worried about the book value and face value. But face value will be, it will be interested, the company will split the stocks. If you purchase the stock with a 10 face value, then there is future chance of split up of stock. Then you will get more number of shares. If you are owning the company having a face value of 10, if the company is split into, the face value will be reduced to 1, then you will get 10 number of shares. Because you are holding 1 share, that will be split into 10 number of shares. Then you will get, if you hold 50 shares, the 50 into 10, 500 shares you will get. So, am I myself clear? Any doubts you can ask me, right? Any queries? Understanding?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, how do you purchase equity shares? You can purchase equity shares from IPO. The Zomato's case is IPO. Secondary market, I have seen the secondary market, stock market. The prices, like you have seen the prices of Kitex and MRF, that is the stock market price. And right issue, bonus issue, static issue, that will be discussed in the coming days. That's about the today's classes. If you have any doubt, you can ask me right now.